Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Mayfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch the screen. Slam. Real.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Run. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
First down, Mayfield. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield. And his pass incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. 22 yards there, a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Run. Slam.
They'll give it to Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
It's third and goal.
Lot of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal.
65.
On third down, here's Hunt. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Goff throwing again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Check 37. Six guys. Check 6 guys.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, Good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters. Matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
180.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. I want to remind you that coming up tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 3 with a good NFC battle. A couple of teams that have been around a long time. Bears and Redskins from FedEx Field at 8:15 Eastern. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Point it right. Right there. 54, right there. Hey, orbit. Danny.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Here we go.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now from the 50. Rolling to his right. He's going to run, but now Mayfield lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Gurley again here on first down. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, the 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Mike 53. Watch the run, watch the run. Check. 50. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Charlie.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And all the way down to the 29. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 22. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Hey, echo.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. We got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
53, check. Go, go. You mine. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Super 66.
Now Goff on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. 11 more on that one and another first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
11. 57. Hey, Alpha.
Check back.
Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Cut. 180. Tiger.
On second and 11 now. Goff. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. Third down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Tight down. There you go.
We go.
Out of the gun. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, They'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Ric Flair.
Switch. Mike, 53. 53.
Val, you won.
I'm coming after you.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Black 20.
57. Come on. Stop.
Value 3. Value 3.
From his goal line here, gone. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, high 7.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offense.
And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a man open down the middle of the field, powering his way forward. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play, 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And some strong running. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Oh, design run for their wideout. 12 yards there and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now Hunt, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
That's going to be a long day.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they take a knee. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They run with Hunt. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Cleveland, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.